Hello everyone, I am Gepitulan from Bukidnon State University, and today we will discuss a specific strategy. When you hear the word brainstorming, what comes in your mind? Well, let me guess. You are thinking of sharing of ideas? Well, let's find out later. The specific strategy that we will be discussing today is the Think, Pair, Share strategy. Later you will know all about this. Before anything else, let us establish our objectives first. Number 1, to describe Think, Pair, Share strategy. 2, provide theories which supports Think, Pair, Share strategy. 3rd, provide summarized researches using Think, Pair, Share strategy. And 4th, provide sample lesson plan which uses Think, Pair, Share strategy. So, Think, Pair, Share strategy is an active learning strategy developed by Frank Lehman, a professor in the University of Maryland in 1981. Its name was derived from the stages that students have to work on, given the specific subject matter. So according to Jensen and his colleagues, this strategy engages students with materials on an individual level, in pairs, and finally as a large group. And as a form of collaborative learning, this strategy enables sharing of ideas and participation of everyone in the class given the specific topic and time. So think pair shares strategy as an active learning strategy has 3 steps. We have think time. The students are allowed to reason independently of the teacher and other students after being given a problem to solve. Second, pair time. Students are allowed to pair with designated seatmates in order to bring their ideas together. And lastly, share time. The students are called randomly to present their findings and solutions to the problem before the entire class. So basically, how to implement Think, Pair, Share strategy. There are 10 steps in implementing Think, Pair, Share strategy. 1. Have groups of 4 students number themselves from 1 to 4 or have students use strategies such as clock buddies or seasonal partners to form pairs. Number 2. Provide a prompt, topic, or problem to solve. So probably these are problems that would stimulate the critical thinking of students. Number 3. Give students a minimum of 10 to 15 seconds to think about the prompt and formulate their responses. Note, teachers need to gauge the time students need to think critically about the prompt and formulate responses, because they need adequate time to think and formulate responses. Number 4. Assign pairs by announcing which students' numbers will be partners. Example, students 1 and 2 will be partners and students 2, 3, and 4 will be partners. Number 5. Have students pair with their partner. Number 6. Have the student with the lowest number share their response with their partner while the other student listens. Number 7. Have the students switch so the student with the highest number shares while their partner listens. 8. Encourage the students to discuss the topic as needed to ensure mutual understanding of the prompt. 9. Rotate around the room as students share and listen for misunderstandings or misconceptions students may have about the content to address with the whole group, as well as interesting ideas or thoughts that can benefit the whole class. And last, ask for pair volunteers to share their thoughts with the rest of the class. So this is the sharing time. Well, according according to IQIM's research project on disciplinary literacy strategies, think, pair, share, and variations, the following are the 10 variations of think, pair, share. 1. Think, write, pair, share. Have students write their ideas in their notebooks before turning to a partner to discuss them. 2nd, think, pair, square. Student pairs form a square and share with another pair after they have completed think, pair, share. 3rd, think, draw, share, in which students draw their own ideas before they pair up to discuss them with a partner. So this is a kind of a very interesting variations of think, pair, share. Share. 4th, formulate, share, listen, create. So basically, students individually formulate their own response to the prompt or question. They take turns sharing their responses with each other while listening carefully to their partner's response to note similarities and differences to their own response or to the problem. Students then work with their partner to create new response to the prompt that incorporates the best of both ideas. Fifth, mix, pair, share. Students silently mix and mingle around the room with no talking. When the teacher says, pair, the students stop and form a pair with the person closest to them. They shake hands and stand together. The teacher provides the prompt and gives students time to think. Students take turns sharing their responses with their partner. Teachers may have the students thank their partner and repeat several times with a new prompt each time. Teachers may opt to play music while students are mixing and mingling around the classroom and have it stop when it's time to form a pair, think, and share. Sixth, think, tweet, share. Have students think about the prompt and develop a tweet response or tweet representation that is no more than 140 characters to share globally. So this is in a form of social media. Seventh, think, text, share. So have students think about the prompt and text, okay, their responses to their partner. So if cell phones are allowed in class. 8. Think, pair, wordle, share. So the teacher poses a question such as, what are all the words you can think of to describe? So waves, process, action, thing, person, etc. So students are given time to think individually and then they form a pair to share their ideas and develop one model between the two of them to share with the group. 9. Think, blog, respond. Students think of various ideas for blog postings and create a post. This is a very timely type of think, pair, share. The partner reads the blog post and responds. So shall. 10. Time, pair, share. So give each student 60 seconds to share and call time so the other partner knows when it's time to share. This is very useful when there are students who consume a lot of time. We are done with our objective number 1. Let's proceed to our objective number 2. We have here at least 3 theories that supports the think, pair, share strategy. The first one is the social interdependence theory. The second is the cognitive development theory. And third is the behavioral learning theory. So the first one is social interdependence theory. So the social interdependence perspective of cooperative learning presupposes that the way social interdependence is structured determines the way persons interact with each other. Moreover, outcomes are the consequences of persons' interaction. Therefore, one of the cooperative elements that have to be structured in the classroom is positive interdependence or cooperation. When this is done, cooperation results in promotive interaction as group members encourage and ease each other's efforts to learn. So that is according to Jensen and his colleagues in 1998. The second one is the cognitive development theory. It says here that think pair share is a strategy that is also anchored in the social constructivist theory of Lev Vygotsky, which says that culture plays an important role in the cognitive development of the person, where learning happens when there is cooperation and collaboration with other people. Moreover, in order to learn, the student should engage himself or herself with his or her peers so that they can learn from one another. There are two fundamental aspects in Lev Vygotsky's theory that contributes to social learning. So we have here the zone of proximal development and scaffolding. So let us first discuss the zone of proximal development. This is not very strange to me. So the zone of proximal development is the range of tasks that are too difficult for an individual to master alone, but can be mastered with the assistance or guidance of adults or more skilled peers. So these are in between things a child can do and things as a child can't do even with support. So the zone of proximal development is the things a child can do with support. So the second one is scaffolding. So it refers to the role of teachers and others in supporting the learner's development and provide support to upgrade into the next level. So this is not also very strange to us. So the third one is behavioral learning theory. So according to Professor Himantlata Sharma Priyamvad, behavioral learning theory assumes that students will work hard on those tasks for which they secure a reward of some sort and will fail to work on tasks that yield no reward or yield punishment. So, the behavioral social perspective presupposes that cooperative efforts are fueled by extrinsic motivation to achieve group rewards, may it be academic or non-academic. We are done with our second objective. Let's proceed to the third objective. These are the summarized researches. We have here the first, which is the effect of think, pair, share strategy on secondary school mathematics students' achievement and academic self-esteem. Second, an exploratory study on using the think, pair, share cooperative learning strategy. And we have here the third one, which is finding the effects of think, pair, share on student confidence and we are done with our third objective. Let's proceed to our fourth objective. This is the sample lesson plan. I will just flash the screenshot of the sample lesson plan which applies think, pair, share strategy. Astonishing, we are done with our fourth objective. I would like to say thank you to the following website, researches and personalities for a very comprehensive information about Think Pair Share strategy. That's all. Thank you. More power and God bless.